is JoinDaCrowd Radio.
Alrighty, everybody, here we go. Back at it. JoinDaCrowd Radio, episode 10. That one hot hit, pretty much with this one. We're gonna put you on to all the songs that were considered hit records at the time. I dropped this playlist back in October 2018, and what I said about this playlist was most consider them one-hit wonders, but these rappers and their songs were fire when they dropped. These 30 rap hits shook up the Billboard charts, creating some of the best phrases and dances used worldwide, only to spotlight the artist once on the Hot 100. There were so many other songs that could have fit this playlist, but sonically sequencing these 30 songs made sense when we went through the timeline of records that stood out for each era. The first song on this playlist is going to be Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock, It Takes Two, produced by Rob Bass and William Hamilton, off the album It Takes Two. It Takes Two is a song by New York hip-hop duo Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock that became a top 40 hit single, which was later certified platinum by the RIAA. The song samples heavily from Lynn Collins' 1972 song Think About It, using drum breaks. The well-known Yeah, Whoa sample, as well as the lyrics sung by Collins, which gives It Takes Two its title. The infamous introduction of the song is spoken over a sample of The Space Dust by the Galactic Force, of a band that was out in 1978. It was released on August 9th, 1988, and it was the first song off the It Takes Two project. Next song on this playlist is going to be Audio 2, Top Billin', produced by Nat Gizmo Robinson, Milk D, and Daddy O, off the album What More Can I Say. The beat samples the drum break from the Honey Drippers' Impeach the President, but rearranged in a very unexpected fashion. Daddy O did this mistakenly when he hit the wrong keys on a sampler's keyboard, but recognized the funkiness of the resulting pattern. Rap to a beat by Stetsasonic Daddy O, Milk D's lyrics continue to be referenced and sampled to this day. It was released October 15th, 1987, and it was the first song of the What More Can I Say album that was released in 1998. Next song off this playlist is going to be Young MC's Bust a Move, produced by Michael Ross and Matt Dyke, off the album Stone Cold Ramen. The song chronicles the misadventures of a young lad who attracts women like a magnet everywhere he goes without even trying, yet he just cannot close the deal. All he needs is a little encouragement from Young MC. It features guest vocals by Crystal Blake and bass guitar by Red Hot Chili Peppers bassist Flea, both of whom also appear in this video. Wow, that's crazy. It was released May 22nd, 1989. It was number 3 off the Stone Cold Ramen album that came out in 1989. Next song on this playlist is going to be Tone Loc's Wild Thing, produced by Michael Ross and Matt Dyke, off the album Loped After Dark. Wild Thing was the first platinum certified rap song in America and is credited for demolishing the barrier between hip-hop and the mainstream. It reached number 1 in New Zealand, number 2 in the US, number 4 in the Netherlands, number 7 in Canada, and the top 30 in several other countries. It was co-written by Loke, Matt Dyke, founder of his label Delicious Vinyl, and Young MC. The term Wild Thing has been a euphemism for sex, and Loke was originally inspired to write the song after watching Spike Lee's 1986 film She's Gotta Have It, where Fab prophetically tells a woman, let's do the wild thing. That is crazy. It was released January 1st, 1989. It was number 2 off the Loped After Dark album that came out in 1989. Next song on this playlist is going to be Special Ed's I Got It Made, produced by Hitman Howie T, off the album Youngest in Charge. Special Ed's one mega hit, which dropped 8 days before his 16th birthday, sets the standard for new rappers you've never heard of boasting about the vast wealth they've amassed from the sales of records they haven't yet released. It was released January 1st, 1989, and it was number 2 off the Youngest in Charge album that came out in 1989. Next song off this playlist is going to be the Humpty Dance by Digital Underground, produced by Digital Underground, off the album Sex Packets. It was released March 20th, 1990, and it was the first song off the Sex Packets album that came out in 1990. That dance was so infamous when it dropped, man. Next song off this playlist is going to be Jump by Crisscross, produced by JoinDaCrowd, off the album Totally Crossed Out. Jump is the hit debut single by the American hip-hop duo Crisscross, released on February 6, 1992, several weeks in advance of their debut studio album Totally Crossed Out. Producer JoinDaCrowd wrote that song after seeing people jumping at a concert he attended. I watched the crowd, I watched how people were just jumping. I went home and wrote that song in an hour. The song had immediate success with KKBT FM program director and disc jockey Big John Mobb telling the LA Times. Jump is one of those songs that when people hear it, they instantly love it. The single quickly achieved international success, topping charts in Switzerland, Australia, and the United States, where it reached #1 faster than any debut single in over 20 years. In 1992 alone, the song sold over 2 million physical copies. Next song on this playlist is going to be Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot, produced by Rick Rubin and Sir Mix-a-Lot, off the album Mac Daddy. Baby Got Back was inspired by Anthony Sir Mix-a-Lot Ray's frustration with seeing feminine beauty in America portrayed as a Valley Girl popsicle stick figure in ads like the Spud McKenzie Budweiser series. He was also frustrated watching his full-figured girlfriend at the time, Amelia Dorsey, struggle to get work as an actress and a model. Mix-a-Lot wrote Baby Got Back to share how black men and white men too find women attractive who have curves, and not talking about women who are shaped like me with a gut, but women who ran 5 miles a day with a waistboard, six-pack stomach, and a nice round, beautiful, supple ass. It was released February 27th, 1992, and it was #3 off the Mac Daddy album. Next song on this playlist is going to be Jump Around by House of Pain, produced by DJ Muggs, off the album House of Pain. Jump Around was a humongously popular hit and has enjoyed a long life ever since, thanks to sync and licensing and rowdy pubs. House of Pain were never able to follow the success of their first single from their first album, though group leader Everlast later scored big as a solo artist. It was released May 5th, 1992, and it was #2 off the House of Pain album. Next song on this playlist is going to be Rump Shaker by Rex and Effects, produced by Ty Fife, Teddy Riley, Marco Riley, David Wynn, and Akil Davidson, and it was off the album Hard or Smooth. Rump Shaker is a multi-platinum 90s beach bumper about women shaking their rumps that hit #2 in the US in late 1992. It also reached the top 30 in the UK, Australia, and New Zealand. It's their only US top 40, earning them the title of One Hit Wonder. A young Pharrell Williams wrote Teddy Riley's verse. The writing credit Pharrell received marked the first time he was credited on a body of work. The song samples the saxophone from Darkest Light, a 1974 track by Laffy Afro rock band. It was released August 25th, 1992, and it was the first song off the Rex and Effects Hard or Smooth album that came out in 1992. Next song on this playlist is going to be Rebirth of Slick, Cool Like That by Diggable Planets, produced by Shane Faber, Mike Mangini, and Ishmael Butler, off the album Reaching a New Futation of Time and Space. Rebirth of Slick, Cool Like That was the lead single by the Diggable Planets from their debut album. They performed it live on The Living Color in early 1993. 2 months later, it peaked at #15 in the US. The song won the Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or a Group at the 36th Grammy Awards. A lot of tunes were sampled for this classic hip-hop track, including the Honey Dippers and Peach the President. It was released February 9th, 1993, and it was #6 off the Reaching a New Refutation of Time and Space album. Next song off this playlist is going to be I Got 5 on It by the Lunas, featuring Michael Marshall, produced by Tone Capone, off the album Operation Stack Ula. The debut single from Lunas is a song about pulling money together to get more green in the form of a fat sack of weed. Yuck Mouth credits with Numbskull with devising the song's concept. With its universal theme, the song took off internationally, reaching the top 10 on the pop charts of numerous countries, including number 1 in the Netherlands. In the US, the song peaked at number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 4 on the Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart as the single reached platinum status. Its success was also propelled by the remix version, which features an all-star cast of Bay Area rappers. It was released July 4th, 1995, and it was number 3 off the Operation Stankola album. Next song on this playlist is going to be Put It In Your Mouth by Acanelli, featuring Kia Jeffries, produced by C4 Bombs, off the album Octopus. It was released August 13th, 1996. It was the last song off the Octopus album. When this song dropped, man, just how sexual it was had people going crazy. Moms was upset at their kids singing the lyrics, but it was a banger though. It was definitely a banger. This shit come on in the club or at a house party. Girls was in there singing every lyric. Crazy. Put It In Your Mouth. Next song off this playlist is going to be Deja Vu, Uptown Baby by Lord Tariq and Peter Guns, produced by K&S, off the album Make It Rain. It was released June 2nd, 1998, and it was number 9 off the Make It Rain album by Lord Tariq and Peter Guns that came out in 1998. Word is they had to pay a lot of money for that sample. Like they barely made any money off it, even though it was a hit record. But because they sampled the record, the person who created the original sample made them cough up some bread for it. Next song off this playlist is going to be Yeah That's Us by Major Figures, off the album Figures for Life, and it was number 8 off the Figures for Life album. Before that album even dropped, this was like a real big single in the hood in Philly, and then it spread out to Jersey, Delaware, New York. Just seeing some local guys from the city blow up like that, it's just crazy, man. Video was dope, just to have that group of rappers together. Everybody individually was fucking on fire at the time. So to see that group come together is amazing, man. And just to see where Gilly is at right now, amazing. Next song on this playlist is going to be Cross the Border by Philly's Most Wanted, produced by the Neptunes, off the album Get Down or Lay Down. Apparently, the video to this song was actually banned from BET. It says, to cross the border, we run across the border. We had a meeting with BET and it was like, we're not supporting that video because it is blatantly drug smuggling video and song. And he told us that way before the first single got hot. So like everybody, people in the streets, our fans were like, oh, I can't wait for y'all. Y'all gonna do this, y'all gonna do that. We already knew we wouldn't be able to do nothing because we didn't have the video support from the studios. Wow, that's Bubonic talking to Hip Hop DX back in 2007. You run across the border, mama. That song was fire too. Another banger. Shit, that was the Clips. Before the Clips, you know what I'm saying? I mean, having that Neptune sound, Pharrell producing it. It was released October 10th, 2000, and it was number 9 off the Get Down or Lay Down album. Next song on this playlist is going to be J-Quan, which is actually my nephew's name as well. Tipsy by J-Quan, produced by Track Boys, off the album Hood Hop. Crazy thing about this song, they said he wasn't even old enough to drink. So at the beginning of the song, he says, teen drinking is very bad. Yo, I got a fake ID though. I remember that. It's fucking hilarious. This 2004 club banger reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100, being held off at the top spot by Usher's summer hit Yeah. However, it did make number 1 on the rap charts. It was J-Quan's inaugural single produced by the Track Boys, which is pretty much considered a one-hit wonder. It's very much known for its hook along with its grindability. It was played in several movies including Breaking All the Rules, White Chicks, and Soul Plane. It was released February 10th, 2004, and it was number 3 off the Hood Hop album. Next song on this playlist is going to be Laffy Taffy by D4L, produced by K-Rab, Brado Thompson Smith, and Born Immaculate, off the album Down for Life. On January 5th, 2006, Atlanta-based hip-hop crew D4L dethroned Mariah Carey for the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 with their hit Laffy Taffy. It was featured on their first and only album, Down for Life, released in November 2005. It broke the 2007 Guinness World Record for most downloaded song in the history of music, and it was all inspired by a night at the studio after hitting Babe Strip Club in Atlanta. We brought a couple girls back to the studio, and I was in the booth saying something like Tootsie Roll at first. Fabo said in an interview with Cabplex, I had this piece of candy in my pocket and pulled it out. He said, girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. And from there, we just perfected it, and it was just that moment. Wow. It was released November 8th, 2005. And you know, Shorty Low, rest in peace, was actually part of D4L. And it was #2 off the Down for Life album. Next song on this playlist is going to be It's Going Down by Young Jock, produced by Nitty, off the album New Jock City. The song was hot, but what made this record cross over and go big was the actual dance in the video. You know? That's what made that thing blow up. It was released April 1st, 2006, and it was #2 off the New Jock City album. Once that dance came out, man, everybody was doing it. All types of celebrities, black celebrities, white celebrities, musicians, sports stars, acting stars, TV stars, man. The dance is what really made this record. Next song off this playlist is going to be This Is Why I'm Hot by Mims, produced by Blackout Movement, off his album Music Is My Savior. In a September 2017 retrospective interview with internet-based music publication Stereo Gum, Mims reflected on, amongst other things, the track's Southern hip-hop influence and subject matter. At the time, This Is Why I'm Hot, it was very difficult for any New York MC to get validation in New York because it's just an overcrowded city. So I took my talents to South Beach, down to Miami, and that's where we launched the record in South Florida. My career has always kind of been a little out of the norm because it took a Southern style record, as everyone would say, for a New York MC to get recognition. I was identified as this kind of bubblegum-ish rapper who released records like This Is Why I'm Hot, and I didn't have much lyrical content, and I was aware of that at the time, and I did that on purpose. It was actually done out of frustration because the music that I had been working on didn't work out for me. It was released January 23rd, 2007, and it was #3 off the Music Is My Savior album. Next song on this playlist is going to be Never Scared by Bone Crusher, featuring T.I. and Killer Mike, produced by Avery Johnson and Jermaine Dupri, off the album Attention. I said it like that because that's pretty much how it's pronounced when you look at the way it was written. It was released April 8th, 2003, and it was #3 off the Attention album. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. This record was big too. I ain't gonna hold you. This was definitely a banger. Definitely. Next song off this playlist is going to be Racks by YC, aka Young Chris. Not Young Chris from the Young Gutters, but Young Chris from Atlanta. YC Worldwide. It featured Future. It was produced by Sunny Digital. Wow. Off this album, Got Racks. The beat was not even that kind of beat that I wanted to be known for making, said Sunny Digital. I just so happened to be making some beats that sounded like that at the time. We didn't know Future would blow up, and that was going to happen, so we was always working. It was so brand new, the sound. I really wasn't feeling none of it. I just had to get used to it. The whole music thing shifted when Racks came out. Like, I don't know if this shit good, you know what I mean? When it first came out, I didn't understand the sound. Commercial trap sound and shit. That was a whole new sound. When I first heard it, I was like, I don't know what this shit is. I had to get used to it and understand it. A lot of songs, when I first hear them as a producer, I don't like them. I gotta get used to it. Nobody didn't even know each other. YC didn't know Future. Future didn't know YC. All stars just kind of aligned. I knew Gorillaz though, so I took it to way back. YC being signed at the same place as Gorillaz though, and I was trying to come on as a producer. I was dropping loads of beats, so that was one off the strength of me being around Zoe. So YC found the beat, we did the song, and then I don't know how him and Future connected, probably on some street shit. It was released April 5th, 2011, and it was number 6 off his Got Rex project that came out in 2011. That song was fire though, can't front on it. Beat was crazy. Next song off this playlist is Party Like a Rock Star by the Shop Boys, off the album Rockstar Mentality. It reached high success during summer 2007 and was successful in the United States, peaking in the top 5 on Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs, Hot Rap Tracks #1 for 7 weeks, and Hot 100 charts. The song was nominated for Best Rap Performance by a duo or group at the 50th Grammy Awards. The song is played with 2 electric guitar riffs performed by Atlanta producer Billy Hume. It also makes references to certain rock figures such as Marilyn Manson, the Osbournes, Kiss, Queen, Bruce Springsteen, Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Travis Barker. For a time, Party Like a Rockstar was the most played rhythmatic and rap song in the United States according to Radio and Records. It was featured in the video game NBA Live 2008. Wow, that's dope. It was released May 11th, 2007. It was the first song off their Rockstar Mentality album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Hot Nigga by Bobby Shmurda. Welcome home, Bobby. You did those years like a G. Gotta respect you for that. And this was produced by Jalil Beats off his album Shmurda She Wrote. Hot Nigga, its popularity came primarily due to the Shmoney dance and its iconic line. The Shmoney dance blew up on the popular social media app Vine, drawing a lot of interest in the actual song. It even hit the top 10 of the Hot 100, peaking out at number 6. Many celebrities have hit the Shmoney dance, including Rihanna, Chris Brown, Beyonce, Justin Bieber, and more. And this kid came out of nowhere with it. And it's crazy because it was just a straight rap with a dope Jalil beat that Lloyd Banks had already used. He had it on one of his mixtapes. But that dance, another dance, made the song popular. Once that video dropped, it was over for me. It was released July 25th, 2014. It was number 2 off his Shmurda She Wrote project that came out in 2014. Next song on this playlist is going to be All Gold Everything by Trinidad James, produced by Devin Gillespie, off his album Don't Be Safe. Crazy thing about this, when this video dropped, there was controversy because they said he looked like Jerome off Martin, Martin Lawrence's character. Heard there was a lot of controversy behind that as well. But, I mean, this was definitely a one hit, no doubt about it. But it just came at a good time. The song wasn't even long. It's like hook, verse, hook, or some shit like that. Atlanta, Georgia native Trinidad James expresses his lavish lifestyle of wearing gold with almost everything and how it makes it look so easy. Trinidad James explains that Gold Gang is about people with a winning mentality. If you wake up every day with a winning mentality, you are part of the Gold Gang. All Gold Everything is the Gold Gang anthem, and it's also reminiscent of this Ed McMahon and MC Hammer promotion. The Cash for Gold, that's a classic. It was released June 17th, 2012. It was number 6 off the Don't Be Safe project. Hoodie Gang, what's up? You already know what this is about. We're getting down to the last 3 songs. Next song off this playlist is going to be Millie Rock by 2 Millie. I swear this song could have been so bigger than what it was. It was huge. But if you would add some more money behind it, more promotion behind it, this shit would have been super big, yo. It was produced by Jito Beats off of Millie Rock's album Welcome to Millieville. With Millie Rock, Brooklyn rapper 2 Millie created an anthem for his squad's signature dance move, the Millie Rock, that came out August 2014. But it blew up in 2015 after a lot of celebrities like Rihanna started doing the dance. The Millie Rock joins a long history of New York hip-hop dance crazes. The Roger Rabbit and the Kid and Play, Lean Back, Chicken Noodle Soup, Aunt Jackie, and the Shmoney Dance. Travis Scott was also down to Millie Rock. He brought 2 Millie and the rest of the Stack Paper crew out to perform a song at Hot 97 Summer Jam. Rick Ross and Lil Wayne are fans too. They've both released their own takes on the song. It was released August 30th, 2014, and it was number 3 off the Welcome to Millieville album. Next song off this playlist is going to be Panda by Designer. Lord have mercy, his beat was ridiculous. He literally could have just said anything on his beat and that shit would have been hot. It was produced by Mike Dean and Menace, and it was off his album New English. Panda is inspired by the white BMW X6. Designer notes the luxury car's resemblance to the previously endangered animal. It was released December 15th, 2015, and it was the last song off his New English project. A lot of people was getting down on him because they said he had like an Atlanta drawl. He was sounding like Future. I mean, he was just overly energized at his shows and stuff like that. But for what it was, the song was huge. The song was big. Got him a record deal. Kanye picked it up, you know, so you gotta respect it for the moment. I mean, this is a playlist called That Hot Hit, you know. So at the end of the day, I look at it as a one-hit record, but that shit was a banger at the time. Last but not least, I'm pretty sure there's songs that came out after this that's considered one-hit wonders, but when I put this playlist together, these were the songs that were in the mist. Is Ooh by Young M.A. Young M.A. was always dope before this came out. You used to see her freestyles on YouTube, you used to see her videos on YouTube, people posting it on IG. She always was a dope lyricist, always had bars. So when this came out, shit really took it to the next level. Somebody put some marketing dollars behind it. For me personally, it kind of reminds me, just the vibe of it, of Hot Nigga by Bobby Shmurda. That's just my personal opinion. But when she dropped this, it was definitely a banger. It was produced by NY Bangers, and it was off her album, Her Story. It was released May 12, 2016. It was the last song off her project, Her Story, that came out in 2017. Hoodie Gang, what's up? You already know. About to get into my Moxie Says. I said, what's really considered a one-hit wonder? That one record that made you successful and then you just dropped off, or that one hit record that solidified your career to where nothing else you put out could top that. I say both. These 30 rap songs to me had really big moments, so big that nobody really cared what the artist put out after that. Or should I say, didn't have a bigger impact. Either way, these records topped the charts. Most of these artists will probably never make a song as impactful as these records, past, present, and future, in my opinion. I mean, I hope that they can, especially the newer artists, you know, like the Deja and Bobby Shmurda, Young M.A. You know, I hope they can make a bigger record than the records that they released that's considered one-hit wonders. But at the end of the day, I compiled this together for that whole concept. So here it is, that one hot hit. I'm your boy Moxie Made It of MoxieMadeIt.com. This is JoinDaCrowd Radio, episode 10, that one hot hit. Hoodie Gang, what's up? The playlist of life. Until we meet again.
JoinDaCrowd.com.